For over 20 years, the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center of Nassau County has been fulfilling its mission to teach the history and the lessons of the Holocaust through education and community outreach. First and foremost, we will never cease memorializing and honoring those who perished and those who survived the Holocaust, and recognizing those who risked everything to help the victims. Today, in a world and community still experiencing injustice and intolerance, it's our job to tell the stories and to highlight those individuals, past and present, who represent the best rather than the worst of human nature. 600 people joined us to posthumously honor Abdul Hussein Sadari, an Iranian diplomat known as the Iranian Schindler for saving Jews during the Holocaust. Made possible through the generosity of board member Frank Lalazarian, the program was accompanied by an exhibition featuring a rare replica of the Cyrus cylinder from the British Museum and textiles and artifacts relating to Persian life from the mid-1800s through the early 1900s.
We were honoring a Muslim Iranian diplomat who rescued thousands of Jews during the Holocaust. One of the reasons it was unprecedented is because not only was his family, his relatives here today representing him and that legacy, but also the family that he helped to rescue.
The extent of what he did just keeps coming up more and more even to this day. My father had never told us anything that he did during the war, so I was completely shocked.
The most important part is that there is hope for humans and humanity. We have a lot more in common than the things that divide us.
Through our annual Yom HaShoah Holocaust Remembrance Day event, a standing room only crowd of over 600 honored Greek survivors, rescuers, and victims. The program featured the Israeli ambassador to Greece and brought attention to this less well-known chapter of Holocaust history. This program was made possible through the support of the Ike, Molly, and Stephen Elias Foundation.
Greece has the highest percentage of Jews killed in the Holocaust, more than any other country. But 87% of the Greek Jews were murdered, and 92% in the city of Saloniki, which was the largest Jewish community. Although we know all the facts and we grew up with them, it's still unbelievable that in the middle of the 20th century, which was supposed to be the most enlightened of centuries, that this could have happened. It's still unbelievable to us.
What it means to be a descendant of Holocaust survivors, I'm still trying to figure that out because I think it is kind of a big weight to carry.
In cooperation with the Claire Friedlander Family Foundation and the police departments of Nassau and Suffolk counties, we presented the annual Friedlander Upstander Awards to Long Island youth who acted on behalf of other students as agents of change and tolerance at our annual Tolerance Benefit and Auction.
The Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center is hosting our annual Tolerance Benefit and Auction. And the purpose of this event is to raise money specifically for our tolerance and anti-bullying workshops. The Friedlander Upstander Award is an award that originated 3 years ago, and the money is donated by the Claire Friedlander Family Foundation. And the purpose of the award is to recognize young people, one person each, in Nassau and Suffolk counties who has been an upstander on behalf of other people.
So I knew Claire for about 25 years. She grew up in a small town in southeastern Poland, and during the Holocaust she was a teenager. She would have been killed. Her brother was, her aunts, uncles, grandparents were all rounded up and taken to death camps. She managed to hide, hopped a fence, ran to where her parents were working, and together the three of them survived 2.5 years.
As Jewish people, we learn that if you affect one life, you affect the entire world. So if every one person does one kind thing and affects one other person, think of the impact it could have.
The Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center of Nassau County can function only because of the tremendous support and the commitment of volunteer educators, Holocaust survivors and liberators, and the Board of Directors. In recognition of their important contributions, we honored our entire volunteer corps during National Volunteer Appreciation Week.
As a valued member of our family of volunteers, you all are making a real difference in the lives of many, many people from all walks of life.
This is part of our National Volunteer Awareness and Thankful Week. Our volunteers are the backbone of our Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center. They're involved in every single aspect of what we do. whether it's providing content, providing programs, working in our library, helping with our Children's Memorial Garden, helping the front office staff, helping on events, fundraisings, etc. Without them, we would not be the organization that we are today.
I volunteer because I want the young people today to know what happened during one of the darkest periods of world history. They don't learn this in their history books or see this on film. When they see a liberator or survivor speaking personally about what they encountered, they know exactly what happened in World War II.
This is an environment that is very precious. People talk naturally of bullying, of intolerance. There are police being trained here. It's a very positive, helpful, wonderful kind of environment that inspires all of us.
In 2014, we look forward to the grand opening of the Claire Friedlander Education Institute, generously made possible by the Claire Friedlander Family Foundation, which will feature 4 fully equipped classrooms with state-of-the-art audiovisual aids and cutting-edge technical equipment. If you have not already done so, tour our museum, enjoy the Children's Memorial Garden, browse through the Lewis Posner Memorial Library's collection, and sit in on one of our student Holocaust tolerance workshops. Join our mission to teach the lessons of the Holocaust and advocate respect for every human being. Together, we can remember the past and transform the future.